Hello, everyone. I'm Father Aaron. Welcome to the Dungeon Minister. We're live, so I don't have the dragonfly by, but Bob Johnny suggested that I do this. There we go. We've had our flyby. If someone can let me know in the chat if I can be heard, because I can't hear myself. I can hear myself, but I can't hear myself through the system. That would be most helpful. Just let me know if I am actually making noise on your end. I can hear you, says Grumpy Old Slan. Sounds fine, loud and clear. Okay, good. Well, welcome, everyone. How goes it? It goes pretty well with me, Steve. Thank you. Excellent. And hello, Jimmy, and everyone. Hello, all. Just as a warning, a sort of this is an indication. Today was the coronation, of course, of King Charles III, and we were all up at around 5 a.m, and I was up until about 2 a.m. last night. So if I say anything really weird, that's probably just me. But if I say anything weird and offensive or out of character, that's probably the sleep deprivation talking. So, hello, Hungar, how you doing? So that'll excuse a number of sins there. We are here today to open a package, a box opening. I want to preface this. Hello, Josh. I'm going to do some lead up, all the tension building, right? The box comes from a viewer, Grumpy Old Slan, who's with us in the chat. Hello, Grumpy, who doesn't actually turn out to be that grumpy of a person, having exchanged some emails with him. He turns out to be very friendly and not terribly grumpy at all. Hey, Luther and Ginger God, saying, yes, that's true. Playing D&D and saying weird things is normal. Where else do you say things like, the table lurches out at you. You're surrounded by kobolds. At any rate, this box came to me from Grumpy Old Slan, and it came to him through a friend who sadly died. So this is, in a way, it is a legacy. And Grumpy Old Slan thinks that this friend of his would be happy to know that there's a family who's going to get some joy out of playing with these things. So, that's pretty cool as far as I'm concerned. Yes, I am ruining your Grumpy Old Slan. Well, there you go. That was a slightly grumpy comment, maybe. Illegal D&D contraband from the U.S. No, Luther, this comes from Montreal. Straight across. I actually thought I made the assumption that Grumpy was in the U.S. just because it's the biggest internet audience, the biggest internet share, and a lot of my viewers are down there. But he did send me some photos of some of the things in the box, and there was a Canadian coin there. And oh, you're in Canada. That or you're a collector of exotic pocket change. Hello, Knick-Knack. Yes, I think, Josh, that's a very good thing. We should acknowledge that, that there's a loss involved here. But there's sort of one of those things that happens that people make the good out of the bad, right? And find and that's sort of how we handle grief, isn't it? Finding the positive and the hopeful, even in loss. So that's what's in the box. Well, what in the box? That's where the box comes from. That's the sort of background of the box. The only thing I've done to the box so far, I have not opened it all. I did take the label off because when I tip the camera down, although I don't mind sharing my address, I doubt Grumpy wants me sharing his. So I took the label off. I'm relatively sure the box is not a mimic, Luther. It hasn't done anything yet, and it's had ample opportunity. But you never know. It is heavy. I'm going to tell you right now, this is a heavy box. This is not a light little thing. Casting the light perpetual. God bless you, Jeff. God bless you. All right. Well, we're piling up some folks here in the live stream, so we're gonna open soon. But just before I do, to further build suspense, I want to let you know a couple of things occurred to me lately. First of all, we're playing on in the campaign, and it all goes nicely. We recently had a piece of terrain on the table, which I'm looking forward to showing off in the video, the one that I have recorded myself telling the story, but I have not gotten it edited yet. It's been a bit of a week. They're all a bit of a week, though. And one thing about this I noticed, and I discovered why it's so hard for me to get a video out on Saturday now. I used to take Fridays off, and we would play on Sunday. And so Monday I'd go in, and on my lunch hour, I'd record the video. And then I'd have all week, all those evenings, and then Friday during the day to edit. And I could get it out by Saturday at the latest. Due to sort of family schedules and when violin lessons happen and all that, I switched my day off, and now Monday is my day off. So now, to avoid rushing, we tend to play on Monday. That means the earliest I can record is Tuesday, but Tuesday at my job, it's in the parish. It's just a kind of run around day. So I usually don't record until Wednesday. So that little change. But the episodes come out when they come out. And I have discovered also that releasing an episode really, really late at night helps somehow. I guess people wake up and start watching. So that's fine. Hopefully there's dwarf content. I think Sidod, either Sidod or Kidod, I think it will get lots of use. Well, actually, you know what, Knick-Knack, in terms of sending stuff, I have stuff sent to the church for two reasons. One, it's more likely that there's going to be someone there to receive it during the day when they make deliveries. And two, that way, I don't have any worries about privacy or stalkers. Not that I think anyone's stalking me, because why would you? But so I have things sent to the church at any rate. That's very sweet, Grumpy, that you've been finding homes for his stuff. It really is quite lovely. All right. I think we can safely open this. I don't know if we can safely open it. There may be a mimic inside, even though the box itself is not a mimic. All right. I have the Sword of Destiny here. I'm going to tip you down so you can see the box. All right. Drum roll, please. Get in there. Okay. It's not full of balloons, is it? I'm not going to do anything dangerous. Check for traps, exactly. Okay. The seal is broken. The seal is broken. The biggest danger is disappointment. I doubt there will be much of that. Oh. I see a note. I do see a note. Let me see what the note says, first of all. Greetings. As promised via email, here are some figurines. Figurines, aha. I know they have been enjoyed in the past, and I hope they will be enjoyed in the future. My greetings to Bob, Johnny, Fleetwood, Touchberry, and Fofire. I greatly enjoy hearing about their adventures. Slan. Excellent. Okay, so we know we're looking at figurines, which explains the weight, because these are old school. These are not modern plastic. These are the old metal minis. And my boys are hovering here because they have not seen the pictures. Oh, my heavens. Okay. Oh, good heavens. There's some stuff. Oh my, there's some stuff. I understand there's some extra stuff in here as well. This is a massive spear. I don't know who it goes to, but good heavens. That would do some damage. I see figures too. All right. I'm going to find a place to set these things aside as I pull them out. We have, this is very cool. This one is a plastic, but look at this. Here we go. A griffin on a banking turn here. That is super cool. And on the base, it looks like there is that's a play mechanic going on with the base. It's the Rock Griffin, and it's got some skulls in there. I think this bottom turns to display different things. I don't know what game this is from, but that is pretty cool. Just as a mini. Yeah, clicky bit. Mage Knight? Is it Mage Knight? Is that or Hero Clicks? I don't know, and I don't know how to do it. And I don't want to break it, so I'm not going to twiddle with it too much now. But just as a mini alone, Mage Knight, that is very, very, very cool. That is very cool. Release the minis! So expect the heroes to run into a griffin in the future. We have here a little bust of Sam. I think it is Sam. Yeah, that looks like Sam to me. Or is it? Yeah, Sam. That is Sam, the actual hero of Lord of the Rings. Samwise. Very cool. Hello, Squirrel. Hello, Shadow. And Sun. We also have, this fellow with the axe. Barbarian or warrior of some kind, fighter of some description. Very cool. That wouldn't tickle. That wouldn't tickle. Awesome. Oh, look at this. We have Lady Arwen, I believe. Very nice. Yes, lovely stuff. Let's see. Oh, someone over here. Now we get a couple of the. Oh, there is a bear and a boar. A bear, and it would be for minis. I guess it would be either one of the smaller bears, a black bear, whatever, or a bear cub. Yes, Luther, that's the invisible horse made visible. That's why it's invisible, because it has an elf riding on it. It's elf magic making it invisible. Okay. My heavens, there's quite a bit here. Oh my, this is, I don't know what this is, but it is a tentacly mess. Oh my. That's very cool. It's no, that's not an orifice. That's something's supposed to go in there. I was gonna say it's got a mouth, and if that on the other side, I guess that's where it poos. But no, I think it's supposed to have something goes in there. But that is really quite creepy. Lovecraftian indeed. That's what I was thinking. It's definitely a sort of elder horror thing. A Yog Sothoth? I don't know. Is this a Yog Sothoth? Dark Young? Hello, Ian. And Gary. Hello, Gary. The Queen of 1,000 Young. Well, you know what? If I had 1,000 kids, I'd look like that too. I tell you. All right. Very neat. Oh my heavens. There's a whole tray here. This is where I'd say at least 90% of the weight of the box comes from. Look at this. Look at this. Okay. There's so much. And I love this old school aesthetic, you know? It's just there's something different. I don't know what it is. It's not about the material, although there's the material as well. But there's something different. And we have this fellow. He looks like he wouldn't have been entirely out of place in today's festivities. He sort of looks almost a sort of Georgian wig going on, but he looks like to be a bard. He has I think it's a lute strung over his back. Quite nice. And we have a brave Sir Robin kind of figure, or a brave Robin Hood kind of figure. Lovely. Look at this. Excellent. Your classic, right? Like here he is. Or she. She. Just a couple of weapons, right? Nothing fancy. Just your basic low level. I'm going into the dungeon. Hello there, Sean Hall. Hello, Elf Bait. Is that Shub Niggurath's young'uns? Intestinal parasite. Yeah, that kind of looks like that. I love all of the suggestions about what this thing is in the chat. I don't know if I can go through all of these. We'll be here all day. There's a ton of them, but there's this guy's great. Got a mace, shield over his shoulder. Very awesome. Here we have Gandalf. You shall not pass. I'll have to glue my staff. My heavens. Classic Heritage Mini. Oh, good heavens. All right. I'm going to put him over here. Oh, Lothar of the Hill People. Very nice. Ooh, we have and I can't, this is actually just a piece of fuzz, or did someone glue it there as a beard? I can't tell. No, it's just a piece of fuzz. It's a pretty classic wizard. Pretty classic magic user there. And this, if I'm not mistaken, yes, sort of vizier, book under his arm. Another magic user. Fabu. There's so much stuff. I love these, but where are the dwarves? Well, Josh, you know what? These being old school minis, they are more like a 25 millimeter scale. So next to the modern plastic ones and even the modern metal ones, they may qualify, actually. Yes, the barbarian, he's a northern barbarian, Shadow. He's up here in Canada. We don't get any sun, regardless of the fact that today's a nice sunny day. You cannot have too many minis, Bargle. And we're going to get you for what you did, by the way. Lovely stuff. Oh, you can hear Ride of the Valkyries play when this guy walks into the room, can't you? Dun, 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 dun. Whose nose did you see in the bottom left corner? Let's see, bottom left. I don't know if there's any noses. If anyone's sticking a nose up, we don't have a dog, so if there's one in here. Look at this guy's got a snake staff. Very nice. Kill the wabbit. Kill the wabbit. Lovely, lovely. And we have another archer here. She is in the act. Let's straighten her bow out here. She is in the act of shooting. Twang. And someone fighting with a staff. Ah, very nice. The only sunshine in Canada comes in bottles. In BC especially, it rains like crazy out there. I would say you're right, Mark. There's a Grenadier Ralpartha kind of genre. Oh, here we go. Yeah, she's got her sword and her bow. She's ready to go. My heavens, there's so much. I recognize this one from catalogs back in the day. I don't know what catalog, but this pose is very, very, very familiar. I know I've seen it. It is indeed a great gift, knick-knack. Let's see. Here we have another bard here. This one's strumming away, looking slightly cavalier. Follower of Bonnie Prince Charles. Not Bonnie Prince Charles, King Charles. We have another staff fighter. I could put the two get the two staff fighters together. Let me across the bridge, John Little. That was a scene from Robin Hood. And scene. Oh, well, don't look, kids. This one's PG-13. She's got a snake staff here and not much clothing. You know? Says, watch out in battle. Ah! Don't shoot me with arrows. Here we've got someone joining us from ancient Greece. $1.25 stick. Ha, ha, ha. We got a fellow. He's either got a lantern or an enormous thing of beer. I can't tell which, but either way, awesome stuff. And you can, we're talking real old school. We got the square base. Like this one's going back. This one's going back. That's the inscription, VFW, Veterans of Foreign Wars. That's a very, very, very old foreign war. Let's see. I said I wasn't going to do them all, and it turns out I really am because they're really, really very cool. We have an archer. Pull back a little bit. Looking good. Awesome. There's so much cool stuff. Clash of the Titans. I loved that movie. And they had a toy Kraken, this big, big thing. I had that, and I had Pegasus and one figure. I think that's probably Perseus. It's another archer. Don't drink the lantern. Yeah, that's oil, not beer. Here's a mysterious-looking fellow with his staff and his robe wrapped around him, clutching. There's a breeze on, so he's having to hold his robe. Very cool. All right. Where are the scantily clad drow babes? I think we may have found one. Now, here is someone with a nice shield. Looks like she's lost her sword, but, she's been through many battles, so that's not a surprise. She has clearly been fighting for a long time. Yeah. Calibus. Yes. I love that movie as a kid. That was so, so cool. That was the last of Ray Harryhausen's movies, was it not? Am I right about that? I'm pretty sure that was his last hurrah. Here looks like we have some horse parts. And I see more horse parts further in. I'm going to lay the horse parts aside. Here, cool. We've got some sort of spear maiden here. Or is it a maiden? That with hair like that. That's fantasy hair. It was the last feature he worked on. I was pretty sure of that. Yeah. Harryhausen was his stuff was groundbreaking when he started. And by the end of it, even though, they were beginning to get more technology, etc., it still was fascinating and fabulous. So I don't know that these go to this horse. Maybe there's parts from various horses. Now, it does look like an Elmore, doesn't it? With that hair. What does it say at the bottom? It's one. I think there's a basic it sticks into in here, but I can't read what it says there. God bless them. They would have stuff inscribed in the bases, but the casting process, you would never be able to read it afterward. We got some horse parts, which may be the remnant of a battle. If yes, legendary status. Did you have the Kraken toy too, Christopher? It had 4 arms. This guy is old. Ral Partha, 1977. This miniature is older than my wife, which is really not saying that much. She's not an old lady, but yes, the Jason the Argonauts was classic. Absolutely. There it is. I was going to say it was older than me, but it's not. I'm not that old. I'm older than that, rather. I'm slightly older than this miniature. I was 5 when it was made. Thank you very much. And here we have. There's one thing I love about the metal minis. When their stuff bends, you can bend them back. Unlike the plastic that gets bent in the packaging, it gets bent in shipping, and there's no fixing it. Love the shield work there. Ha! I shall protect you, my liege. Oh, here we go. Here's the other half of a horse, and it's got someone on it. Okay, yes, this, I think. Here we are. Here's his other half. And then there's an arm on this. No, that arm doesn't go to him. Must be another arm somewhere else. But here he is, and if he's charging into battle, but Bargle fires a lightning bolt and just splits him in half. So. Very cool. This is the one that those other legs are for, and there's a bow. There's a bow arm for this guy. My precious. Very cool. Yeah, you know what, Grumpy? I'm with you on the gluing. The metal miniatures. Every metal miniature I had, I glued and they fell apart. I glued and they fell apart. I'm just hoping that modern polymers have improved on things. Okay. You thought that was it. Oh, no. There are hidden depths. Oh, my gosh. I'd forgotten about this. It was in the picture, but I'd totally forgotten about it. Dun, 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 dun. I definitely remember him from the catalogs. Look at that. Look at that. I said that tray was 90% of the weight, and I was wrong. It was only about 60%. This is, the other 35. Actually, there's still more in there. My heavens, though, that is a chunky guy. This is a hefty miniature. Miniature is the wrong word to use for this. And beautifully done. Now, it looks like whatever weapon he's holding long since broke, but no, it's not a weapon, it's a scroll. Never mind. I was wrong. I was going to say, but you could use it as a scroll. You could just say it's a scroll, but it is. It's a scroll. It was supposed to be. There we have it. Very, very cool. Killer Iron Golem. Yeah, I could hurt someone with that guy. You're right. Oh, my heavens. He has a soft, fuzzy pad on the bottom, so when you set him down, he doesn't even make noise. He can sneak up on you, big as he is. Okay, there is more. Oh, I see more. My heavens. Here's another heavy one. Ray Lamb Mini from Superior Models. What a haul indeed, Squirrel Hermit. What a haul. This is fabulous. Now, I did not have this one, but I had ones from this line. And so I recognize the whole thing. This guy has got, it goes this way. Put his tail on right side up there. This guy, this. And there's some spikes in there as well, but I'm not going to be able to hold it all together. And here's his head. There's his head, the top of his head. And his bottom jaw is on his neck. There's no way I'm going to be able to hold all this together in frame. It's all going to fall apart on me. Ta-da! Ta-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Hi there. How are you? Not again. Very, very cool. Look at this. This guy is intense. Silver Dragon territory here. He's got golden eyebrows, which is fabulous. Greenish eyes. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Very cool. If my head could attach it, I've lost it long ago. If I could do this with my mouth, I wouldn't bother cutting up my chicken. Just, one whole chicken at a time. That guy is fabulous. And he does have, he's got little spikes on his back, and they are separate in here. And this will go back to Grumpy Old Slans. Puppetry needs some work. Thank you. This case goes back to Grumpy Old Slans comment on the gluing. It is a challenge. It is a challenge, but this all glues into that the slot on his back. Awesome stuff. Okay, I'm actually going to put all this back in this bag. Don't you do that. I'll put this back in this bag so that I don't lose it. Keep it together. Okay. I don't want to mix things up and accidentally put the top of that head on someone else's body. Oh my heavens, it's still going. Here we have. Oh, this is another Cthulhian sort of nightmare. Look at this guy. Very nice. Ouch. Actually, very, very not nice, very wicked. But very cool. We have someone headless holding flame. I don't know if they're intended to be headless or if that happened later. But here they are. You had that miniature, Sean? You mean the this one? They tickle you? Night Gaunt from Lovecraft. Okay. Cool. This guy with his holding a ball of flame. The headless pedestrian. I definitely recognize this guy too. A little bend in his spear there. We can fix that. Again, that's the beauty of the metal. You just fix it. Look at this guy. I saw him around back in the day. I had some really old ones that I got from a friend of my mother's who had gamed when he was younger, and he no longer was doing it. He was younger than my mom, but he had gamed. He had stopped, well before, but he gave me a bunch of his old stuff. So I had a few of them. And this guy, and he's saying, "Why don't I have arms? Where are my arms?" They're probably in there somewhere. But he's pretty cool looking. Oh, this guy's face says, "Why did I pick such a huge sword? I can barely pick this thing up." Hey, Mobius. Okay, Vincent. And Vincent's watching from the start, so he won't hear me acknowledge him for about another, about 31 minutes. Chop, 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 chop. Very neat. Very cool. Okay. Oh my gosh. This is promising. Oh. My heavens. Oh my gosh, guys, it's a whole other. Holy cow. Some sort of ogre or one of the smaller giants. I'm looking at the time. I realize I have to pick this up a little bit because, oh, cool. Nice when you're smaller dragons, but still not. He wouldn't tickle. And we have here an archer. Looks like closer to a modern height. Very cool. And a gangster here. You think you're a wise guy, eh? Oh, nice. They don't realize they're destined to meet the DM's war wagon. Another one of those guys. Oh, they're trolls or not trolls, or goblin or ogres rather, or what? Or maybe hill giants or something. They're more on the ogre scale, I would say. Lots of these guys. I'm going to have to speed this up a bit because I really do not anticipate this. I did not anticipate this many. Good heavens. Centaur. And he's actually the one who recently announced that the COVID was no longer a threat. He's the centaur for disease control. Boo. The Godfather miniatures game, awesome. Hey, you asked about dwarfs. There, Josh, you were looking for dwarves. There we go. All in shiny armor. This has got to be a high status sort of fellow here. It's a high status dwarf. That's some very cool armor he's got. Ooh, it's not a whip. It's a sword, which we can bend right. Yeah. Here's someone. Oh dear, I'm in trouble. I'm not your scale. Don't attack me. Holy cow. A pikeman? Or a halberdsman? Straighten that out there. Baruch Kazad El Menu. Another guy. I've got a whole army in here. That's good because there's, war brewing in my campaign. So another one in the sort of vaguely Greek direction. Nice. Good heavens. This fellow wants to ride something. That or he's a cowboy and he's just really bow-legged. You can hear the spurs. Minotaur! Roar! Republican Roman infantry. Elfbait, you have a very, very keen eye and encyclopedic knowledge of armor, if you can tell that from that flash of it. God bless you. Here's the base that the one you said looked like an Elmore probably goes in. The base here, don't know what it's for, but you know what? That's the centaur. That's the centaur because he didn't have some of his hooves. I think he's a little bit of glue probably take care of him. Here's another of these big guys. Arr. They look like really angry Santas. It's Grenadier, 1991, I think. Yeah, 1991. That was a brown when I was playing. Just actually another dwarf. Chomp, 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 chomp. Wow. They didn't look late Imperial. You could fool me. You really could. I don't know why you'd want to, but you could. I think this is the axe for the Minotaur. Yeah, that's the Minotaur's axe. Again, some glue ought to see to that. An old Grenadier Hobgoblin. Which one were you talking about? Which one? The one made out of metal. The little one. And it's, I think it's Mick Jagger. No. The Santa one. Oh, those are hobgoblins, are they? I may use them for ogres because, I don't know. I'll see how they match up, or just barbarians, just in wildmen. This guy riding is ready to launch a spear here. A lot of these guys. A lot of these little ancient guys. Roman. Oh my gosh. Well, gentlemen, it does happen. It does happen. Great Hobgoblin Khan. Khan! Yes, gaming archaeology in real time. We have a satyr. You can see that. The satyr blowing on some panpipes. The Fantasy Lords stuff, Sean, those were great. Those were fabulous. The Dragon Lords as well. Okay. Oh, gosh. Oh, my heavens. Oh, hang on. Here's a bull. I bet one of the riding guys fits on there. Probably. Okay. This one, good heavens. Uh-oh. Look out. Look out. 2 out of 5 ain't bad. But hang on. Oh. 4 out of 5 ain't bad, but wait, there's more. It's not sold in any store. Tiamat! Or at least some, it's a Tiamat. Yeah, this is the Tiamat from, oh my gosh, the Dragon's Range. Yep. Oh, it's so heavy. I tell you, I committed the sin of covetousness when this was in the catalog. Remember those? Remember those catalogs that came out and it had all the minis in them, all black and white, right? Now how much would you pay? I know. I don't want to think about the we're not selling them, but I just, good heavens, right? So finally, something as pyromaniac as Torchberry. the striping of this one is an interesting approach. You're right. It does. You don't normally see that, but 5 heads of different colors. Why not continue it on down the back? Very, very cool. I think that probably is that's the last in the box, and that's probably put down there. It was put down at the bottom intentionally because it's a good finale, isn't it? Wow. Wow. That's awesome stuff. Oh my gosh. I know. Back up to the ugly face. Sorry. I know it's the only one I have. Well, Grumpy Old Slan, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I think you probably detected as we were going through that these are going to see action on the table, either in the main Honeywood campaign or in the campaigns run by my boys, who also they run games for each other. So I fully expect in our hollow world to run into this guy, or maybe some of these nasties at some point. Thank you so much. That's so cool. That is so cool. Absolute treat. Absolutely. All right. Well, lads, there we go. Thank you for joining for this this opening, and joining in the fun, because I actually, Grumpy or Slan. Shall I call you Grumpy or shall I call you Slan? You signed your note Slan. So Slan sent me some pictures, right? But a lot of these miniatures are rather small, and they weren't all in the pictures. He didn't send pictures, or if he did send pictures, he couldn't possibly have. There's too many. So a lot of it, I just like, oh, there's some other miniatures I don't know. So to be able to paw through them like this is fabulous. There's so much. There's so much. So thank you. Thank you. And again, thank you. And thank you again to everyone for joining and watching. It's been a lot of fun to share this with you guys. You will probably see cropping up in some of the videos. Yes, my painting and modeling calendar filled for the next year. You might see popping up in some of my videos the odd, so once I figure out how to paint metal, I got to go and look. I know there's a way to do it, clearly, because many of these are painted. So, and some of them aren't painted yet. Some of them need touch up, but yeah, you'll probably see these guys show up in videos at some point. So, thank you all. And I actually, Fleetwood told me I had to bring this home this time so that I could end the video with a horn. Thank you all. God bless. Have a good rest of your Saturday.